Destined Rivals is now out on the Pokemon TCG Live client, and with that, it is the best time to start preparing and thinking about what decks we want to play for this upcoming NAIC. One deck that we've been able to look at for a minute as it released early, but now with those additional cards that have come out, such as the Shaymin, we now have a clear picture at a potential build of Marnie's Froslass. We're going to go over the Pokemon, the item supporters and tools, and then jump into some games and show you how it plays against other decks right now. First off, you can't really have a slow build deck without the Budew Itchy Pollen item lock. Honestly, I tend to use Budew in this deck, I don't know, maybe 5 out of every 10 games. Sometimes it comes in clutch late game, sometimes I use early game with it, but it's still there for the potential. I do have thoughts of dropping down to only 1 Budew, but we're playing 2 for now. Our main attacker being Marnie's Impidimp, we're playing 3 of those, 3 Morgrem, and only 2 of Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX with the Punk Up ability. When you play this Pokemon to evolve one of your Pokemon, you can search for up to 5 Darkness Energy and attach them to your Marnie's Pokemon in any way you'd like. Then we got the Shadow Bullet dealing 180 damage, and you also get to do 30 damage to one of their benched Pokemon. So this 30 damage can be blocked by Shaymin, which is new in the format here, as well as blocked by Terra Pokemon with their Terra bench protection, but does not get blocked by Team Rocket's Articuno's protection, which protects from damage or from effects of attacks, which does block Dragapults. Another big thing about Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX is with it being a dark type Pokemon is super effective to Gardevoir, so makes the Guardy matchup pretty nice. The next 3 Pokemon we've got is Munkidori with their Adrenabrain ability. Once during your turn, if you have Darkness Energy attached to it, you can move up to 3 damage counters from any of our Pokemon across the field to our opponent's Pokemon. This comes in really well with our 2 Pokemon here. We have the 2 Snorunts evolving into the Froslass. Froslass's ability Freezing Shroud during Pokemon Checkup. Put 1 damage counter on every Pokemon except for Froslass that has an ability. That means that damage is being put onto our Munkidori, onto our Grimmsnarl, onto our other Pokemon, and then we can, on our turn, push that damage across the field while they're also taking damage, which can really help build up some multi-prize turns, as well as just slowing down the game for our opponent when we're knocking out their support Pokemon that they need. Our other Pokemon to help slow down the game is Maractus with their corner attack. For 1 energy, we deal 20 damage to our opponent's active Pokemon, but during the next turn, that Pokemon cannot retreat. Now, this can be countered with a Professor Turo, with a Switch, or with a Prime Catcher, but I mean, that's using your supporter, using up an item, where often, more than likely, they're just relying on a Latias to retreat or an attached retreat or rescue board. So this can definitely help slow down the game and allow you to build up more damage with your Froslass and push it across the field. We've also got the Iron Bundle with the Hyper Blower. Play it down to our bench, use their ability to blow their active Pokemon down to their bench. Our opponent does get to select who they want to promote, but can be kind of helpful pairing with Maractus or potentially pairing with a Budew or a Grimmsnarl EX to take out some additional hits while putting that 30 damage from Grimmsnarl EX onto the benched Pokemon that wasn't active. And then our final Pokemon is the new Shaymin card that has the Flower Curtain ability. Prevent all damage done to your benched Pokemon that don't have a rule box by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. So anything without a rule box, that's our Snorunt, that's our Maractus, that is our Impidimp and Morgrem. Grimmsnarl EX does have a rule box. Our Budew, all of those are protected. Our Munkidori is protected from bench snipes, such as from the Grimmsnarl EX, or more importantly, which we're seeing more often, is of course the Wellspring Ogerpon with the Torrential Pump ability. This does keep us safe from that. Now to quickly run through our items, we are using the Secret Box as our A-Spec. Discard 3 cards and go search out an item card, a tool card, a supporter card, and a stadium to really help set us up in the early game or bring stuff back around in the late game. We got 2 Buddy Poffins to get down our Snorunts, our Budews, our Impidimps. This can only pull Pokemon with less than 70 HP, so cannot get our Shaymin. Shaymin, we're going to have to search out other ways or just draw into it. We've got a singular Ultra Ball to search out additional Pokemon. Froslass is maybe a Grimmsnarl, depends on the situation. 2 rare candies to potentially set up our Grimmsnarl pretty quick. We've got a Super Rod for recovery. 2 counter catchers, because we're most likely not going to be the first person to take a prize card. This will allow us to counter catcher and maybe stall something with Maractus or take an easy knockout with Grimmsnarl EX. We've got an Earthen Vessel to search out some energy for attaching to our Munkidori or our Maractus. We've got a Pokegear to search out for a supporter card, 2 Night Stretchers for recovery, and then for our supporters we have 4 Arvins for early game searching out tools, potentially grabbing a secret box with our item, or potentially a Buddy Poffin. We've got 3 Professor Researches for setting back up, getting ourselves a fresh hand. We've got 3 Ionos for hand disruption. And then for our stadiums, we've got 2 Artisans. This gets our Munkidoris down, our Shaymin, Maractus, Iron Bundle. Can help get out some stuff that can't be caught off or grabbed off of the Buddy Poffin. And then we have the Spike Month Gem, one of the newer cards here in Destined Rivals, which allows us to search our deck for a Marnie's Pokemon to search out those Impidimps, the Morgrems, and the Grimmsnarls. Then we have our tools. We got the TM Devolution, which allows us to, for our attack per turn, all Pokemon on our opponent's side get devolved, meaning they pick up the top Pokemon, put it back into their hand, but damage does stick. So using Munkidori to be strategic about where we move that damage to the other side of the field. Maybe we can't kill a Dragapult with 320 HP, but can we get 90 damage onto that Dragapult, hit the de-evolution, and it drop down to 90 HP and die? That is absolutely a way we could clean up some games. It works really well against Goldango, who is taking chip damage from Froslass. It works well into any of our evolution matchups to take more prize cards, or just take prize cards and disrupt what they are doing. We've got 2 TM's evolutions. These are to be used early game to set up our Froslasses or even an Impidimp if we cannot set up multiple Froslasses. We've got the Defiance Band, which allows us to, if it's attached to a Pokemon, we do an additional 30 damage to the active Pokemon. Again, we're assuming we're going to be attacking from behind or playing from behind in the prize trade. This allows us to do more damage. We could put this on Grimmsnarl for easy knockouts against like a Pheasantipity or a Teal Mask Ogerpon, or we could even put this onto our Maractus while we're holding something inactive to just chip away at as we move stuff around. And then we've got 1 rescue board and 7 darkness energy. I am noticing this for some reason is only 59 cards. The 60th card is, of course, a single copy of Boss's Order. I don't know how I missed adding that, but we do play 1 copy of Boss's Order as well. All right, let's go ahead and jump over to TCG Live and play a couple games. I'm going to go ahead and call heads for our coin flip here. We want to go second. We want to be able to hopefully TM Evo turn 1, but it's not terrible if we can't reach the TM Evo, that we can instead grab like an Itchy Pollen to slow them down. Not a terrible start having the Budew in the active, but like I said in the intro, I mean, there's a lot of games where I don't even end up using Budew. It's a 30 HP 1 prize liability that can easily be reached with so many decks are playing Munkidori right now. So it is a scary one to just leave out on the field if we aren't necessarily going to use it. But I don't believe Ethan's Typhlosion plays any bench sniping, but they are just a single prize deck, but that's okay. Okay, so this is Ethan's Typhlosion Dragapult. So I actually don't know. I assume they at least play 1 copy of Pult, but I'm assuming they are primarily here to be a they are primarily there to be a draw engine. All right, both of our Froslasses are not prized, which is nice. We could put down an Impidimp. Part of me kind of wants an Impidimp. No, I think the 2 Snowrunts are more important. We do have Maractus. We have our researches. We have a prized Iono, secret boxes there, our stadiums are there. We have all of our energy. Alright. I'll just hit him with an itchy pollen. Now, I know Ethan's Typhlosion doesn't, like, it does, I think, play at least 1 or 2 copies of Rare Candy. But, I mean, the main way they build up power is using Ethan's Quilava to get out their Ethan's Adventure. But, I mean, they do have one right there. They do draw into 2 Quilavas. They do have an attacker. I mean, right now, they do just knock out Budew. Actually, what is just Cyndaquil's attack? Discard energy from this Pokemon? Oh, they would never really want to use that. But they can go ahead and draw out another Ethan's Adventure, which I think is better sequencing than Recon Directive. I think Bonded by the Journey should definitely be the first thing that they do to thin the deck, and then they can Recon Directive. Hopefully grab like an Ultra Ball or something. All right, we have a very bad start here. We've got a very bad start here. Let's see if we top deck something helpful. Pretty, pretty, please. I could attach Return Retreat. That never feels good. An attached Return Retreat. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, mostly because I'm in a pretty bad position right now if I don't. We'll go ahead and evolve it to 1 Froslass, but now we could Defiance Ban Budew. Ethan's Typhlosion only has 150, so we're always going to be one-shotting with Grimmsnarl. So let's actually Itchy Pollen for 40. And then they'll take an additional off of the Freezing Shroud. I don't know, this feels like a good matchup for us because of the amount of their Pokemon that do have abilities. Other than Cyndaquil, the entire line has an ability. Dracloak is their draw power. Is an ability. Again, I think this is bad. I could be wrong. I haven't played Ethan's Typhlosion yet. I'd like to. It seems like it's a fun and interesting deck, but I don't think they should be recon directing before they have an Ethan's adventure. So that is 2 in the discard pile right now. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much Ultra Ball they play, researches, anything like that. Oh no, they don't have an ability. No, I lied. Typhlosion doesn't have an ability. It's a Buddy Blast that just has the secondary effect. I was for some reason thinking it was an ability that said they do 60 more damage. That's totally on me. All right. Unfortunately, I do have to promote Impidimp and just hope we draw into Rare Candy, right? I mean, I can grab another one. This is just such a bad start for us right now. Oh man, this is such a bad start for us. Oh no! Our other 2 are prized? All right, we are going to go for the heads here. We are, of course, hoping to go second, as that does allow us the hopeful turn 2, or turn 1 rather, TM Evo, or if we can't reach for that, an Itchy Pollen. Looks like we're going to be taking a mulligan here. Looks like we're both going to be reshuffling. That was almost really scary. That was almost really scary that I'd be having to start with Iron Bundle inactive. Not that Monkey inactive is much better, but I mean Arven for Buddy Buddy Poffin and TM Evo doesn't hurt if I can draw into energy. I don't feel myself drawing into energy. We are going against Goldango. I don't know that I've ever seen any Dango use the Call for Family Gimmighoul. And it looks like this person is using all 4 of them. I mean, a 1 retreat versus the Gimmighoul that I play, the 70 HP one, the 2 cost retreat. I don't know, maybe that's better. The secret box top deck. Now hold up a second. Hold up a second. Secret box to discard Bundle, Morgrem, and Arven. Super Rod, then back into the deck. And Professor Research. Maybe. Could be the move. Now imagine we grab the TM Evo and we whiff the energy. Just imagine. I think I might leave both stadiums in. Because I don't want to throw either away because they could be very helpful late game. Only one Morgrem, so I definitely want to shuffle that back in. Both of those are in there. We have a prized energy. Aw, man, it's gonna suck really bad if I whiff the energy. It's gonna be so bad if I whiff the energy. Can you imagine? Grab both of them because they're both in here. I mean, I've got to, right? I mean, I could Arven and secure the energy. I could Arven and guarantee the energy. Right? I could Arven and guarantee the energy, and we could research next turn. I could Arven and guarantee the energy and also put Rescue Board in hand. Or grab another Team Evo to have the discard off of the... I think that's actually better. That's actually better. That's actually better. Let's be smart here. Let's be smart here. Grab Earthen Vessel. Grab TM Evo. Let's play smart here. Grab 2 energy, attach one to the Munkidori to use this. We hold one in hand. Attach a second energy next turn for the retreat. Does that feel bad? Kind of. But I think I'll live with it. I think I'll be able to live with it. I mean, we could also attach to the Impidimp and hope to grab the rescue board off of the research, but I think that's open for a bit too much. Or I mean, most likely they just kill our Munkidori here, right? Like, most likely that's what happens. Most likely that's what happens. But, we'll see. What? For recovering electric energy? I mean, I guess. That's definitely not a stadium I have seen used in Goldango. And you're playing multiple electric energy for that reason? I don't know. I mean, is that good? Using a stadium spot to get back 2 electric energy that you discard for your attack? Maybe? I don't know. I've definitely not. I've not seen this in Dango. But I mean, right now it's looking really good for them because they're going to recover both of those electric that they discarded to get their other stuff, which gives them the kill on Munkidori here. And I think we 100% promote Impidimp. And then depending on the top deck, we probably attach to Impidimp. The only reason we wouldn't attach to Impidimp is if I top deck a monkey. And Mimikyu. Interesting. And Mimikyu is interesting. I mean, Mimikyu doesn't really do too much to us because, I mean, we can just push damage around if we get set up. Hey, look at that, a monkey. And a rare candy? Is this Christmas? Did someone forget to tell me that it's Christmas? Yes, I would love to punk up. Wow. Wow, that's great. And we'll put another monkey down as well. Now, we could counter Catcher here. I don't really think it does anything for us. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything for us. Now we could hit the 30 here to this Mimikyu, and then it dies during checkup, which would be kind of funny. Or we could put the 30 onto the Goldango, which I think might just be better. I mean, or we could take a 2-price turn and bring up this this Gimmighoul, but I think it's better to just hit into active. I don't think the 30 here matters. So let's just... Oh! I didn't think it... That's stupid. I didn't think it counted. I forgot to read their stupid ability. It's all damage done. This is damage. That's just me being dumb. That's fine. I think they definitely end up getting the knockout here, which does suck. It does really suck. Then they'll get... Who are you switching into? What? Okay. That's fine. I mean, I get the bench knockout, unless you boss my monkey. I would love for you to boss my monkey. That would make me so happy if you killed a Munkidori instead. They could whiff the Energy Search Pro, or they might not have enough energy to get there. Fez does nothing for you. I didn't take a knockout. In fact, benching Fez is just bad. Because of my Froslasses, you're just going to start taking chip damage. They're going to kill a monkey. Or a Froslass. I'm okay with that, actually. That's fine. That's actually very fine with me. I would rather you kill a Froslass than kill a monkey, because monkey gives me a knockout this turn. I actually killed both of your Goldangos this turn. I think. I'm pretty sure I killed both of them. I'm pretty sure I do anyways. And I think I might counter catcher this. No, I think killing the Goldango's better. Let's bring it off active. The 30 there just kills, but I want to kill during checkup so that way they don't get a price. They don't get a Fez draw. So let me do my math really quickly here on active. We're going to hit 180 plus their 50 that's there, which puts them at 230. So I actually just put 20 to each of them. That's what we do here. We're just going to push 20. Just going to push 20 to each of them. And we're going to Shadow Bullet and put 30 there. There you go. They die during checkup, meaning they get no Fezandipity draw. Because those Pokemon, they didn't die during my turn. That's not when they died. Still sucks that we don't have a Grimmsnarl down. But, I mean, if they don't evolve both of those Gimmighouls, then we should just be able to push enough damage across to kill them. Especially since their Mimikyu dies during checkup this turn. That's what another reason, like, I don't think the 50 HP Gimmighoul, even though the 1-cost retreat and the call for family, I don't think it's worth it. I think the 70 HP Gimmighoul is just better. It's just better. Now, if you just pass here, I just win. If you just straight up pass, I just win. I just win. I have a win on board. Because I just kill your active for 180 damage. I don't even have to do anything special here. I mean, I could just Adrenaline Brain damage across for fun. I'm not going to. I'll just take the knockout. I even take an extra prize card for my trouble. And that's the power of the Freezing Shroud. Take your knockouts during Pokemon checkup, so that way they cannot benefit off of the Fezandipity, or even an Unfair Stamp wouldn't get the benefit there. Because Unfair Stamp, if I'm not mistaken, is also the same requirement there. If your opponent took a knockout during your I'm pulling up the image right now. If one of your Pokemon was knocked out during your opponent's last turn, yeah. So that also negates Unfair Stamp, which is great for us. All right, game 2, we have lost the coin flip. We will see what our opponent decides to choose with. It's not terrible if we go first. We obviously would prefer second. But I mean, going first isn't all the bad, but we do get to go second. Which again, we're happy about. That's our preferred. Are we playing a Team Rocket deck? Or are they just using the new Rocket sleeves? Arven in hand is nice. Starting the Budew, not great. Again, I don't know. I think I do want to cut to one Budew. I think more often than not, I don't use the Budew. The Budew is helpful when it is there, but I mean, I hate using it when I have to. Because I'm like, right now I want to... Okay, well, I only have both a Snorunt and a Froslass are prized, so maybe it doesn't matter. Secret box is here, so we Arven for the secret box. We have 2 prized energy. I know 4 of my prizes. 2 is energy, or no. Yeah, 2 is energy, 2 is a Snorunt in that. We have a prized... I have a prized Grimmsnarl. Nope, Grimmsnarl's in hand. Never mind. Alright. Grab you. Do I even want secret box here? Or do I just grab... Do I just grab the Snorunt and then just TM Evo Snorunt and Impidimp? So that way next turn, even if they get rid of my rare, if they reset my hand. A Night Stretcher's prized. No, Night Stretcher's in hand. Never mind. Matter just throwing things left and right that are prized, and it's like, no, they're in my hand the whole time. I actually don't know what my other 2 prizes are. I don't know why I'm blanking so hard on what else is in this deck. Oh, the other 2 prizes are Impidimps. Right? Yeah. The other 2 prizes are Impidimps. What? I have 2 Impidimps prized, a Snorunt, a Froslass, and 2 energy. Okay. I guess I'll grab a second Budew. For when they inevitably kill this one. Yeah. Alright. Well, this certainly feels bad. Do I just concede and go to the next game right now? I don't know. We'll see what their turn is. They didn't have a super explosive turn 1. I mean, they do have a Pidgey down. They could get a rare candy Pidgeot right here. Ethan's Adventure for a Quilava, for a Fire Energy, and for an Ethan Cyndaquil. No Fire Energy. Just 2 Cyndaquils and a Quilava. I was expecting at least 1 energy just to start it, but I mean 1 energy for attack, like you can get that any point in time. They do have a Quilava, so they will go ahead and evolve this one, I would imagine, to Quilava, because this one was played down turn 1. Cool. Oh, they already have energy in hand. Hold up a second. This might not be awful. Them killing my Budew here actually might be really okay. Because I have Counter Catcher in hand, and I could Counter Catcher their Pidgeotto. Which, I mean, is there only 2 Prizer that they play? But still. I think that is good. I'm putting this into my hand because I'm going to Iono. And then I might Stretcher for the energy just to put it back in my deck. think that's actually not terrible. Stretcher for energy to put back into my deck. Counter Catcher you. And then Iono. Fresh 6 cards. A monkey, 2 Munkidoris. Love to see that. Nothing I need to Poffin for. And then, I mean, we could put 30 here, but again, I mean, it's a pretty easy knockout. Onto Typhlosion. Typhlosion is only, I think, 180 HP. So, I mean, I don't need the additional damage there. I need the damage for pushing around. I do have Research in hand. Research will probably be my play to hopefully draw into energy, so that way I can at least Adrenal Brain some energy across the field. They're most likely going to have to Ethan's Adventure here to get their Typhlosion. Typhlosion, 2 Quilavas. No, energy, 2 Quilavas. They might already have Typhlosion in hand. Or a rare candy, or not a rare candy, an Ultra Ball to search it out when throwing away Ethan's Adventure. I really want to try out Ethan's Typhlosion. 170, not 180. I think it is a really fun and interesting take. Right now they're doing what? 160 damage. Do they have an Ultra Ball to get rid of the other 2 Ethan's Adventures they have in their hand? Because they have the other 2 in hand. So maybe Iono would be better to put them back into their deck. I mean, they just have to search them out again, which isn't that big of a deal. Pretty easy to search them back out with the Quilavas there. Shaymin does nothing in this matchup. Shaymin does nothing in this matchup. Definitely put down the Impidimp so we have another one ready to go. Spike Month, just put this in hand. That there. We need to kill this Typhlosion. Now, if I Adrenal Brain 30 to here, that's 40. 40 plus 30 is 70, plus 1 during checkup is 90. So I think I move the 30 here, and then I just punch 30 and I take 2 prizes. I think that is overall a little bit better. I would really love to get rid of the one with energy on it, but I think overall that's just better. Now, the difficulty is going to be we're getting an attack off, so we'll probably have to not be able to just rare candy unless we draw into it raw, because I'm probably going to have to end up super rodding. Yeah, we'll just take our 2 prizes here. Puts us down to 3 prizes left. They'll take 2 prizes this turn. As long as they have the Typhlosion, which, like, if they don't have the Typhlosion, how do you not have the Typhlosion? Because you have 2 Ethan's Adventures in hand. So unless all of your Typhlosions are prized, I'd be surprised. They're gonna grab Quilava, Typhlosion, maybe energy to set up the second one. Yeah. Yep. Typhlosion to active, Quilava to the bench, energy to the bench. Is there ever a world where you ever even want to use this second? I mean, 160 for 3 energy. I just feel like that's never going to be worth it. But they do get the knockout here, which, good for them. Super happy for them. Super excited for them. We do have the second energy here for Munkidori, but I think where it's definitely going to depend on what's in our deck first before we make any huge decisions. Do I have 1 energy in deck? I have 2 energy in deck. Okay, cool. I thought I was only going to have 1. Cool. No. I was like, do I... Devo? No, not Devo. Devo does nothing for me. Do I win off this? I think I do, right? I'm pretty sure my math is there. 30-30? Yeah, I win. Okay, cool. Cool. You'll love to see it. Almost attach that energy to the wrong person. That would have been really bad. And a quick little attack for game. A good little shadow bullet. All right, our second game was a little bit shorter than the first game. We don't even win off prize cards. We just went off of they have no one left to promote. You can definitely see the different ways that this deck can work, even against a single prize deck. We were only taking single prizes, but Marnie's Froslass, definitely a fun one. You got to be a little strategic with your damage sometimes, but I definitely think it is a fun overall deck to play. I'd love to know your comments, your thoughts, your feelings in the description, or not description, in the comment section down below. I by no means think that this is the best Marnie's deck. There is probably a better build. I know most of them tend to play 8 energy. I feel like a lot of times the 8th energy isn't needed, but I mean, you did see in a couple of these games where I was like, ugh, do I have the energy? But then with a super rod, you typically can get the energy back. And there is also a world where I drop a Budew. I don't think 2 Budew is good. I think 2 Budew kind of isn't always great. I don't know what the additional card I would want is. Maybe another boss, or more than likely a Switch or a Toro, I think could be very strong to have in the deck. I mean, it definitely would have helped me. I mean, I've screwed up in a couple of my matches, like before recording this as well, where like I put down a Budew I don't need to, or benching something I don't need to. I think more than not, something that hurts this deck, pardon me, is when the Snorunt or Froslass is prized. I don't think I need a 4th Munkidori, but I would love, again, to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Have you played Marnie's Froslass yet? If you haven't, why haven't you? Is it something you're interested in playing? And again, always happy to accept some feedback on how the deck could be built better. But thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.